So the following morning, I set out once again. It took me about 4 hours until I reached my next destination. I reached the summit of North Mountain and looked eastward to the Blue Ridge Mountains, where the Appalachian Trail traverses the landscape. I had never seen a possum before, as we don't have them at home where I'm from. It was a real pleasure to spot one casually going about its business. It was quite neat to see this little creature in its natural habitat. Thankfully, Miss Snow didn't catch sight of it. All right, I am at Bill's camp. Hello, Tally girl.
Tally.
Hey.
Say hello.
Hello, Bill. Wow.
Oh, what's that?
Hi. I'm so thankful that you have invited me for Thanksgiving
It's our joy and
dinner.
pleasure. We got a roast turkey in the little Camp Chef oven here.
Oh, that looks so yummy.
I got another one I smoked. That's up with the
Oh,
cat.
nice. And what do you have cooking out there on the fire?
This is a venison roast
Oh, nice.
from a deer that we harvested last week up here.
I love venison. Yum.
This is just a little old family recipe. It's not that hot.
Look at that.
That's a venison broil with mushrooms and cream of mushroom soup and onions and some red wine.
Ooh, did you say red wine?
Some red wine. A little red wine.
Nice.
What did Robin Williams, what did he say? A little wine.
And what do you have cooking here, Bill?
Oh, this is my world famous Dixon's tent camp collards.
Ooh.
I actually have a video on these.
I've never had collard greens. Is that what you call them?
Yeah, and they were cooked in here, and they got
Ooh,
big old ham hock
that smells nice.
flavor and seasoning.
Can't wait to try.
Yeah, that's a southern tradition.
Nice. Well, I have to say something. I'm so glad I brought my favorite hat. It goes where I go. I never leave without it.
That's in your quote profile picture on your channel, right?
It is, yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
hat. I had a hat that was similar to that.
Oh, yeah.
It was goose down,
Oh, wow.
and it was rabbit fur. We call it kind of a trooper's hat or a trapper's hat.
Right, that's what we call these.
Yeah.
Yeah, trapper's hat.
And I was sitting in a deer stand right up here on the edge of the power line, so it was open right at the edge of where the wood line was. You know, climb a tree stand. And a small hawk, I think a Cooper's hawk, flew into a tree and sat on a limb right above where I was sitting.
He thought you were.
And I'm all in camouflage. And I went and turned my head, and I came back, and that Cooper's hawk thought I was a squirrel because the fur on that hat was about the color of the squirrel, and all this part was camo, and I was all in camo.
Oh my God, that's funny.
And he was in my, it happened so quick, and he was in my face with talons out.
Holy crap.
I threw up my hands, it happened so, and he flared off. I'm like, what is the matter with that hawk? And it didn't dawn on me
That you had
that he thought I was a squirrel.
That is funny. Oh my gosh. Founded in the beautiful Shenandoah Valley in 1750, Wade's Mill is Virginia's oldest continuously operating commercial grist mill.
So searching all upon tunnel vision, hiding in the dark. Well, I ain't gonna holler before I really bleed. Salvation, a quick fix remedy. You said I never could change. I thought I never could change. They said I never could change. Damn right, never would. Leave the light.
Well, hello.
Leave the light on. Just leave the light on. Yeah, leave the light on. If I'll ever change.
Their whole grain products are 100% natural, free from additives and preservatives.
Easy. Good girl. Easy. Good girl. Okay, good. All right, you little dogs are getting some good venison here. Easy. Good girl. So, I used to go bear hunting up in northern Saskatchewan, a place called Vermont Lake. And there was a cabin there that was built by old Chippewan Indian, former Indian chief, tribal chief. His name was Felix Sylvester.
Nice.
Typical native name, right?
Uh-huh.
And Felix, he set up a wall tent about this size, maybe a little smaller, and he had a little round tin heater in there. He loaded wood from the top, and his wife would stay in there with him. And he cut spruce boughs from a soft needle spruce and blanketed the whole floor of that tent with those spruce boughs.
Nice.
Smelled like Christmas.
I like that.
Yeah.
I
And the
love
needles,
that scent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the needles were soft, so they felt good on your feet, and they, it was a nice insulation barrier between the cold ground. It was in the spring, but we still would get snow up there.
Beautiful.
So Felix, the former Chippewa chief, I guess he was probably close to 70. Him and I kind of hit it off.
Oh, yeah?
Now, this was in 1993, the first time I went. And he didn't drink at all. Back in those days, I drank Virginia Gentleman bourbon whiskey and ginger ale. And I didn't take it with me because it was too much of a hassle to get it through Canadian Customs.
Oh, okay.
So I found the closest thing I could find at the liquor store in Saskatoon before we went up to camp. We actually flew in on de Havilland Otter onto that lake because it was so far into the bush. And so from that year on, I went 5 more trips up there for spring bear. Felix lived in on the reservation in Dillon, little community. He would, when he knew I was coming, he would get on his quad and ride a half a day around the lake, the reservoir.
Wow.
And there were trails that he knew that he could get in there to camp. And he had to have extra 5-gallon jerry jugs of gas
Oh my.
on the back so he had enough fuel. He would ride all the way to camp, have 1 drink with me. The smoke is going to go where we are, you know that.
Yeah.
And it was so cool that Felix and I established that kind of a friendship to where it was important enough for him to ride that quad, to have a bourbon and ginger ale, even though he never drank.
No way.
Other than that.
That's funny. Holy crap. Okay. I'm going to be all seasoned now.
Yeah. It'd be like that smoked turkey we had last night for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. In the snow.
Is this your first time
In Virginia?
in Virginia?
Yes.
Okay.
Very first time. It is just beautiful here.
It's amazing. I can't believe it. West Virginia was absolutely beautiful.
Wild, wonderful
breathtaking.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
The people from West Virginia, and I have some good friends. Wendy Griffith is one of them. Who's from West Virginia. She's a anchor and co-host of Christian Broadcasting News Network, 700 Club. She's from West Virginia. But people from West Virginia, they don't call it West Virginia.
No?
They call it West by God, Virginia.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And originally, West Virginia, back in colonial times, and after
Sorry.
we needed to have that on camera.
It is running.
Oh, were you had to get up?
So
I love it.
I'm gonna use a few little clips, okay? But yeah, I had to run it, but